Manchester United taking on West Ham away from home in the Premier League. Now, on the back of a away defeat in Switzerland, which went horrendously wrong, Manchester United have got to look to get back to winning ways in the Premier League. We really do have to. Nothing other than a win will do here for Manchester United, because at the top of the table it is so tight at this moment in time, and the likes of Man City, Chelsea and Liverpool are just not dropping points hardly at all, and the chances are a couple of them at least are going to get in the 90 points bracket this season. And if that's the case, Manchester United have got to be well up there as well, and you can't be dropping too many points, draws, losses this early in the season. If you're looking to get 90 to 100 points in the Premier League, you've got to win the majority of games, and we're unbeaten in 27 away games, and if we win this game, we break the record. So a lot of incentives to go out there, Manchester United, get this win and put that game against Young Boys behind us, because really we've got to, because at the end of the day Manchester United could still, I don't know if we will, but could still qualify for the knockout stage of the Champions League, even though we've lost the easiest game in the group there. And so that game in the end might not mean anything at all. We could still top that group, but if you drop points in the Premier League, you've got a real mountain to climb in order to be challenging and winning the Premier League. There's not much margin for error in the Premier League, but there is a bit more in that group stage of the Champions League, because at the end of the day you've only got to finish first or second, and you qualify in that. With this, you can't really afford to drop too many points, or you'll be second or third in the league, and who wants to be fucking second or third in the Premier League? We want to go out there and win this goddamn thing, and beating West Ham will be a difficult task. They've been in Europe as well, so that might be a bit of a problem for them. But they're without their main man Antonio up front. He got sent off last time out, so that is a massive plus for Manchester United, because he has been in ridiculously good form this season. Player of the month, scored again in the week in their Europa League game. So that he was their key man for me going into this game, and the fact that he's not playing does give Manchester United a massive lift. But Manchester United have got to keep out the silly goals that we've been letting in. I think we've only got one clean sheet in about the last 12 or 13 games, and that's just not good enough for Manchester United. And we've got to stop these stupid errors that Manchester United have conceded, and got to be certainly better away from home. Score more goals, create more chances, be better away from home. So far at home we've been banging in the goals, got 9 goals, but you look at our away form, and it's been a complete shadow of our home form this season. Yes, we know what it is. Home form and away form was thrown out the window last season due to no fans, but still Manchester United have been poor away from home this season. We did get the win against Wolves, but we played very bad, didn't play well enough against Southampton, and that game against Young Boys was poor as well. So 3 uninspiring away performances so far, but we've got to get back to winning against West Ham. Now, I expect him to make some changes from that game against Young Boys. I'm not too sure if anyone's back from the likes of Scott McTominay are ready to feature in this one yet, but Rashford's back training as well. He won't feature yet, but we would be expecting some of these players to feature in the next 3 or 4 weeks certainly. So I'm expecting him to make some changes for this game, but I'm expecting the back 4 to be the normal back 4 that we've been picking in the Premier League, with Wan-Bissaka, Shaw, Varane and Maguire and De Gea in goal. Well, now Wan-Bissaka's come under a lot of criticism. He hasn't started the season great, but he did help Manchester United massively get 3 points in that game against Wolves, with that block almost on the line to stop them going 1-0 up. And I'm not too sure if Manchester United would have won that game had Wolves gone 1-0 up in that. So yes, he has been a bit poor. It was a stupid challenge in that game against Young Boys, bad touch and just stupid challenge, but that happens in football. We've seen a lot of players get sent off, and I'm sure he will come back into some form. If not, maybe Diogo Dalot, who I said Manchester United should keep this summer, could come back into the fold, because he's going to play in the Champions League, and maybe he can improve and get better. We know he's an offensive attacking fullback. Whether he's the best defensively like Wan-Bissaka is remains to be seen, but he can still grow into that position and be a good understudy for this season anyway. And he's still relatively young, Diogo Dalot, so we could see him come in at some point there, but he won't be for this game. Now, midfield's going to be interesting to see what he goes for. Pogba probably in there, maybe alongside Matic. I would go with Matic because I'm not sure he's going to go with McTominay. I'm still not convinced on Fred, so I'd go in with Matic in there. Good enough to play at least one game, probably one game out of the 3 in a week, Matic, and we'll see where we go. Because we've got West Ham again in the week in the League Cup, but that one's at Old Trafford, so maybe he's going to shuffle his pack a bit more for that one. But I'm expecting obviously Bruno Fernandes to be in the more attacking position. Then the front three, I think pretty much is going to pick itself as far as Solskjaer's going. I think he's going to go with Greenwood, Sancho and Cristiano Ronaldo. There may be one change out of that could happen. I wouldn't think any more than maybe at the front three Sancho may be coming out because he has started off a bit poorly. Am I worried? Not at this moment in time. I'm not worried about him starting the season poorly. It's going to take him probably a few more games before he gets going. It took him a while to get going last season for Dortmund at the start of the season, so I'm not too concerned there. But obviously he does need to improve his performances, and that could be an area where Manchester United brings someone else into the team for this game. But I'm not too sure what the other options for him are. There's no Rashford to bring in. We could obviously play Pogba out there and bring Fred back into midfield, or he could play Anthony Martial there. But there are options, but I'm not sure if they're better options than obviously putting Jadon Sancho out there, because I think at some point in time Jadon Sancho's just got to work himself into some form, and this could be the game where Jadon Sancho comes alive. We know what Jadon Sancho is about for Manchester United, and I just don't think that over a long period of time now Anthony Martial hasn't really impressed, and I was baffled looking back, and I was baffled as to why Solskjaer brought him off the bench late on in that game against Young Boys. I just don't really understand it. He's not someone that's gonna be very good defensively for Manchester United in them remaining minutes, and ultimately it wasn't that reason why Manchester United did actually lose the game. Obviously a mistake from Jesse Lingard, but I'm still baffled as to why he actually brought him off the substitutes bench. Was he looking just to waste time? Because you could have brought someone, there's probably better options to bring off the bench in order to waste time than bringing on Anthony Martial. I thought that was a bit strange, but I'm not expecting him to start this game anyway. But as I say, West Ham, they're okay again this season. They're probably going to finish in the top 7-8 teams again, probably, and they're probably overdoing their expectation. Last season, a lot of people thought they could potentially get relegated, but they have got some decent players in there, and Declan Rice scored a decent goal in midweek, and we've talked about Antonio, but he's not going to be there. They have got some other decent players, but I think without the presence and that of Antonio up front, I think that West Ham are going to find it difficult in this one. Obviously Jesse Lingard was there last season and was producing some really good performances for West Ham on loan. They do miss him as well, but I think without the presence of Antonio up front, I think Manchester United are going to win this game of football. I think Manchester United have got to be winning this game of football with the players we've got up front. The attacking options Manchester United have got, we've got to be going out there creating chances and winning this game of football. We really do have to. I think that was a bit, just everything went wrong in that game against Young Boys, and I'm not going to look too much into that particular one. I was more concerned about the Southampton and Wolves games, but I think we're going to improve on that. I really do. With Cristiano Ronaldo now in the team as well, I think we're going to be better for that, and this game could be a game where Manchester United do perform well away from home. I'm going for Manchester United just to pinch this 2-1. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do you think the Antonio red card for West Ham and the suspension will be a massive lift for Manchester United going into this game? Because I think it will prove to be a big say in Manchester United whether we can get the 3 points in this game. Smash the like button on this video, smash the subscribe button if you're new around here. If you're watching this on Facebook, please do smash that share button, really does help us out, and I'll talk to you all again soon. See ya.